No, it's not buffering. It's just.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Of the 2 people that are here right now,
There's 4 people.
4 people.
How's everybody doing? Hey, and JB, how are y'all doing? That's a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go click the that little mute button right there. Nope. No. With the where? See the red?
The red?
See the red?
Not that. Nope.
Mm-mm.
I don't.
Look. The red light.
There you go.
Move. Can everybody hear me?
Are we heard?
All we heard.
Nobody say anything.
I know there's a huge lag.
There's a huge lag on this.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just my phone.
Maybe?
Yeah, it's just my phone.
Oh.
It's just your phone.
It says up there, unable to connect the chat there. Hold on. I'm gonna have to refresh. There it goes.
There we go.
All right.
Hello, Homestead.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, Jessica. Sorry, I had to refresh my stuff so that I could see what was going on. Hey there, Unpaved Explorer. Hey, Nathan. How you doing, Battle?
Here, come control the day.
I know, that's what he always says. He always says that and then never trolls me, so you know. Hey, Rebecca Nichols, how are you doing?
Who's Rebecca?
Rebecca Nichols.
Rebecca.
How's everybody doing today?
Papa Z's here.
Yep. Hey, Papa Z.
Bella.
That's her. Oh, no.
Oh, she needs some food.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Miss Zippy.
Hello,
Hi, Miss Zippy.
Hey, Miss Zippy. How are you doing?
Spawn 1 and Spawn 2.
Spawn 1 and Spawn 2 are being lippy.
It's not Spawn 1 and Spawn 2. It's Spawn 1 and Spawn 2. Right.
It is Spawn,
Spawn
1
3.
and Spawn 2.
Spawn-
Spawn 3 is doing dishes. Hey, Legacy Home and Garden, how are you doing? Oh, she needed water.
Yeah, she needed water.
Okay.
She's got it.
So what's everybody been doing today? I'm gonna set my phone up so that I can see what's going on. There we go.
I can differentiate between these spawns of battle.
That actually sounds very, what do you call it? Very medieval.
It does.
He said,
Mm-hmm.
Nathan said, I can differentiate between the spawns of battle. Sounds like a medieval game.
Or like,
hey, Peanuts Peppers, how are you doing?
or like the children of Ares.
The children of
Oh, okay. So, Miss Lippy's just gotten out of the garden to cook supper, and Legacy Home and Garden was healing her potatoes, so it looks like people have been in the garden. Hey, Christina, how are you? Okay.
Hi, Peanuts Peppers.
Yeah, Peanuts Peppers has been planting. Hey, Faithworks Farm, how are you doing? And hey, A Simple Life with Chris and Tara, how are you? Okay, so Rebecca Nichols says she's been getting information on doing a medicine garden and edible wild plants. That's really cool. I really have been trying to look into more medicinal stuff too. I need some books on it. And I need to do more research, but I've been trying to plant just about everything that I can plant. And Nathan was talking to somebody about buying a calf. That is cool.
Ooh.
That would be really nice to be able to have a cow or two. That's for sure. I think that I can't remember how many that my dad had, but he had probably about 24 when I was growing up. So we had a small herd. It was just enough for them to do basically breed, because we had what we did was we would get rid of the males and keep the females if they did any breeding type of thing. So okay. Purple hull peas and okra, and then you're gonna be done planting. Wow. See, I got my purple hull peas. I got them planted a few days. Well, I guess it was what, Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I got those planted already. So we actually just planted. There are 2 other types of tomatoes that I'm going to be planting that I didn't have planted yet. So I've got to start those seeds. I have to start my watermelon and stuff like that too. But I wasn't planning on getting them put out for a couple of weeks anyway. So by the time they come up, they'll be pretty decent size. So, oh wow. Miss Lippy said that she had a 2-year-old for 5 hours and a garden for 4. Yeah, I bet you are tired. Yep. Yeah, that's one of the reasons, Miss Lippy, that's one of the reasons that I haven't got anything put out into the garden as far as spring and summer crops, because I didn't want to have to cover them up. But in fact, we'll have to bring our plants back inside. I've been trying to get them used to the sun and stuff like that. But our last frost date is normally about this time of year anyways. Hey, Tambra, how are you? And there's Emma. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás, Emma?
Miss Libby says she's still singing Mickey Mouse. I understand that. Those songs get stuck in your head.
Simpson Farm says, I needs my squash and zucchini.
Yep. Trust me, I will be doing lots of planting. Well, actually, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a lot of planting, because we're supposed to have, tonight is supposed to be a frost. And then after that, it's supposed to be around 40, 41 degrees. But anytime that they say that, it can actually go lower. So I'll probably hold off until after that, because after that is saying like mid 40s to 50s is going to be our lows from now on. So I'm not worried about it. And then, oh goodness, yeah. Homestead Engraving Business and Life said it's still snowing there in Minnesota. I bet you can't wait to get outside. Yes, exactly, Nathan. It is saying that it's going to be around the 50s in come this weekend.
That's not too bad.
The only thing is that it's probably going to start raining, so I don't know how much we'll get in the ground. But we're gonna try. So okay, so the last cold night for you.
Hi, North Star Prep Center.
Hello, North Star Prep Center. Kevin says,
Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? Yeah, so what I was saying was that Miss Lippy said that the last cold night for them is going to be 40, so I understand that. Mickey Mouse. And Emma said, we've been down in the low 30s here for the last 2 nights and we'll be for a few more days. Yeah, I know. We're actually very fortunate here in in the South, because even though we might have a few cold nights here and there, we have such a long growing season in general. So I can't complain one bit. Yeah, we didn't really get much snow this year at all. Like, we had a couple of flurries and that was about it. So
Yeah.
hey Bub, how you doing? He says, I probably won't get things in the ground till May 1st. Well, I understand that too. I think that last year, some of the things that I planted, I didn't get into the ground until the end of May, even though I could have planted sooner. And excuse me, I kind of regretted that. I kind of regretted that because then, like, it was my green beans and my peas, and then it ended up getting to where it was staying around 90 degrees. And then once they did have blossoms and stuff, the blossoms just wanted to drop off. So Emma said, I'm just tending to my starts and making sure my greens bed is covered every night. Yeah, that's good. And that's one of the things that I'm probably going to need to do is I'm probably going to need to start covering my cabbage and turnip greens so that I don't lose all of my stuff to the worms, because right now is about the time that they start. So
Darn.
well, one of the things that I got to do today, which I had to go to the grocery store for a few things. I didn't really need much. I actually got more than I needed. I normally do if I have to go. And so there were things that, well, the place that I purchased from doesn't do delivery, or I would have done delivery, but they don't do delivery. So I had to go out and get my groceries and stuff like that. And I have a tendency to buy more if I go through the store, which is one of the reasons that a lot of times I order pickup even before all this started. So hey, Homestead Odyssey, how are you doing, Crystal? So, that's one of the reasons that I would order online, was because I have a tendency to buy things that I don't really need if I am going through the store. But anyways, I did get some extra stuff, but it's not stuff that we won't use. It's just stuff that I can stock up on for later use. So that's what I was doing kind of before this whole thing started, and I'm just going to continue to do it as long as I can. So I just buy extra of certain staples that I know that, might run out at the store at some point. And that way I can keep it downstairs in my storage room, that kind of stuff. So, oh, thanks. I am so glad you're able to stop in, Crystal. Rebecca Nichols said, someone told me I should grow a pig. I asked them if they'd ever tried to catch one. I said, we'll try to plant their little butts in a hole and get them to stay is harder. Yeah, exactly. Bacon seeds. Isn't that how you grow them?
Bacon trees. My question is,
no, Bub, I haven't shipped you any sourdough pancakes. I don't think that they would stay very well if I tried to ship them, but I could try.
Do like a freeze packet thing.
You'd have to do something like that if you're going to do anything.
Freeze them.
Yeah.
At least they still taste
Frosty.
better than. At least they still taste better than store-bought pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
So but anyway, so what I was going to go in with that, where I was going with all of that is that, so while I was out, one of the other channels, she's not here right now, but Naturally NC. So those of you who know Dee from Naturally NC, she was working today. JB from Davis Family Farms was working too, but I didn't get to see her. Anyway, so I had to go, and she had some sweet potato slips for me and some bars of soap for the boys to try out. So this one right here was so excited because
my dirt soap.
Soap that smells like dirt, like a bag of fresh soil, you know. So it was really cool.
A bright morning, and you're just ripping out that bag and you're like,
yes, that is true, Nathan. It's just how fresh they would be, because bread products are a little bit different. It's harder to keep them fresh, I would think. Sunny's place. So Emma said, I lost peas and brassicas to frost, so I'm going to try them again in the fall. Yeah, Emma, one of the things that so peas are very frost tender, yes. Brassicas generally are not frost tender as long as they are big enough. That was one of the things, because I started mine in the fall and they were big enough once it started to frost that like we had them outside all winter and never had a problem. Now I know that you might not be able to do that all winter, but you might be able to keep them out there a significant portion of the time.
Yeah.
As long as they say that generally cabbages and stuff like that are pretty good down to about 8 degrees. Once it gets about 8 degrees, then they'll start to split. The heads will start to split open. So, yeah, Mama Z, I love her dirt soap. It does smell good. I mean, really. Okay, thank you, Miss Lippy. Papa Z says that dirt soap stinks. That's only because you don't appreciate a good bag of soil. If you are somebody who appreciates a good bag of soil, then you'll understand exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, yes, North Park, Sarah. What do you need?
Huh?
She called my name in the chat.
Oh. Okay. Yes.
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 Well, one of the reasons that she made it was for people who like to go hunting and that kind of stuff. So that was really one of the reasons that she made it, so that instead of them smelling perfumey or whatever, that it would smell
like
sort of like
nature.
Nature.
The trees.
Yeah.
The roots.
That way they can blend in better.
Yes, Nathan, definitely try brassicas in the fall, because I really, really liked having my brassicas out there. I just didn't plant them soon enough, because what needed to happen is I needed to plant them early enough so that they could start to develop a head before it started to frost consistently.
Yeah.
Then once it starts to frost like that, then they'll still continue to grow. They just will grow slowly. So that's one of the reasons that this year I'm going to plant my brassicas sooner, but I have more bags that I can do that. So
yeah.
says, Nick, just thought I'd shout out your name because, you shout out her name whenever she comes in.
I got a shout out.
Oh, hey there, Brett. How you doing? Brett.
Oh.
Broussard Homestead.
Oh.
And then there's Cecilia Jansen. Hey, how are you doing? Thank y'all so much for coming in. And then there's Birch Moon Farm. So anyway, so it was really nice to actually see somebody else in the community. I love being able to drop by the doctor's office where they work and just swing by because they have this they set up in tents outside the doctor's office to do triage. And so I get to drive up and say, hello, how are you doing in person? And then drive back out. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen JB yet.
Not at all. Like both times we went there, not both times we haven't seen her.
She has gone inside right before I got there, both times. So I'm going to have to call and say, hey, are you out there? I'm coming, so don't go inside. Oh, thanks so much, Tara, for coming in. I'm assuming it's Tara. It could have been Chris, but thank you for coming in.
That's funny right there. Broussard Homestead.
Yeah, that's intense. Yeah. That's dad humor. We got dad jokes.
I bet all guys love dad jokes.
Well, dad jokes are awesome.
Yeah.
I should be a dad jokes.
Okay, it says, Kathy said, you like the way the soap smells, but he doesn't, kind of backwards. Yeah, but Mama Z was raised on the farm, so she appreciates
a nice bag of dirt.
She appreciates what good soil smells like.
Mm-hmm. And that bar of smoke, that bar of soap is good dirt.
Brett goes, dad jokes. Ta-da! All right, thanks so much for stopping in, Crystal. You have a good night.
Bye, Crystal.
Bye, Crystal.
Oh, thank you, Cecilia. Yes, I did cut my hair. That's not the only change around here.
She looks like some kind of Egyptian queen.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I'm not lying.
What do you want?
I don't want anything.
It's not any winter over. It's not any winter over.
I do want something. I'm just not gonna ask.
Oh, thanks so much for stopping in, Birch Moon Farm.
Bye, Birch Moon Farm.
Okay, so I kind of wanted to talk to you guys today about some of the things that you guys are making changes in this year.
Ooh.
So what are some changes that you have made this year, especially amongst all of this
craziness
that we're not going to mention the name of?
The CV.
Like for example, myself, I was already going to expand my garden, but I have expanded it a lot already. And I still have a lot more, I have a lot more grow bags to fill.
Yeah.
Like a lot. So what are you guys doing that you're changing up? Okay, so Kathy said, looks like both genders in your house know how to get things out of one another. Yep.
Samson building a
Pretty
whole
much.
new farm.
Yes, you did build a whole new garden. I know.
I need to catch up on
That's
videos.
pretty cool, though.
I need to catch up on his videos.
And Brett said that added lots of garden space. Yes. Okay, so Jessica said, hubby just told me a dad joke. What did Tennessee? I don't know. What did Tennessee?
What did Tennessee?
I know. The same thing that Arkansas. Yeah, that's a dad joke. Davis Family Farm said we hung up a tire swing and a hammock, making home more enjoyable. That's good. Because, that is one thing. Since a lot of us are home more often, which, not me. I'm here all the time anyways.
Most of the time.
But, if you're going to be home, it should be fun, right? You know, I mean, it shouldn't be a drag. So it should be fun in one way or another.
I find it funny that we're all sitting.
How come I can't go to a channel from this live? The only option is given me. Yes, Nathan is right. It is a new YouTube change. So you cannot just click on, like for me, if I'm on my phone, because that's where, when I'm in lives, I'm mostly on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I would normally just tap on their name and then it would come up and it would let me go to their channel, but it won't do that now. So
I don't know why YouTube had to cut that out.
And then Brett said, Amy started all her own seeds this year and got a little greenhouse. I remember, I saw the greenhouse.
Wow.
I didn't know that she started all her own seeds. So that's cool. That's a big, you know, I mean, those types of changes are really fun and really cool, because then you get to see everything growing from.
We're going to save all those seeds for Kathy.
Okay, so
they're called insurance, Nick.
Yes.
Get with the
You know what? I'm planning on doing seed saving this year too. I haven't done that in the past, and that was because I still had a lot of seeds left over from whenever I planted last year. But I am planning on doing a lot more seed saving.
Mm-hmm.
Faithworks Farm said I started selling some of my plants. Well, that's really cool.
That's really cool.
And Kathy said I have 3 new beds, but may have to break more ground, debating. You know, the way that I see it, I kind of see it as grow as much as you can. That's what I'm trying to do. I just don't have the funds that I want to have to do all the things that I want to do. But that's okay. I do a little bit along. Hopefully that ends up working out well, I guess is what I'm saying. Jennifer, JB said, we've been doing little things, jumping rope, sidewalk chalk, bubble. We planted 76 tomato plants, lots of things. And you know what?
That last one sounds fun.
76 tomato plants is about what we're going to be planting at my dad's house. Plus, I've got all the ones that I'm going to be planting here. So I understand. And I think that's pretty fun.
What's that going to tell me?
And Brett, yes, I bet you are proud of Amy for that. That is amazing.
What's Isaac going to tell me, Nathan?
All from seed, yes.
Or Samson's Farms. Sorry.
Well, you can call him Nathan.
Spawn to what?
Get him Spawn 2. Get him tell Spawn 1 what's what. In other words, tell him what's what.
And I'm starting that with a program, Broussard.
What's what, Nick?
That's Brett.
Sorry, Brett.
Spawn 1. Spawn 1.
I can't wait to start canning.
Oh.
I love to can. In fact, I've got some canning that I need to get done, because I made some turkey bone broth, because for Easter, my mom made a turkey and we took over ham because we had
a giant ham.
Well, we had a big, I know we were not within regulations, but it was my mom and dad, my family, my sister's family, and my cousin and her family. So we were all there eating together, but we all knew that we were all okay. So put it that way.
Don't worry, people. It was less than 50.
It's supposed to be less than 10.
It was just more than 10.
I go through a lot of bean seeds and haven't saved those for a few years. You know, I actually, that was one of the things that I went and checked on just a little bit ago. And some of my bean seeds had, and I don't even know how this happened, but evidently maybe it was from the storms or whatever, but some of my bean seeds had risen to the top of mine. So I had to push them back down. So Emma says she's having the darndest time germinating some perennial herbs like lavender and rosemary. They are difficult to start from seed.
Yeah.
I did start some from seed this year. Rosemary. I haven't started lavender from seed. I had probably about, I think it was like 4 seeds germinate out of all the ones that I planted. I had 4 germinate.
I love cooking rosemary with our steaks.
Yes. Hey, Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. How are you?
That's a mouthful.
It's a long channel name, but it's a good channel name.
Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead.
Yes, because she keeps bees and she's got a garden and homestead.
I wish we could keep bees.
Mm-hmm. Well, we could. I just need.
We need like the materials, and I need food.
I need a horizontal hive.
Yeah.
So that I can take care of it. I can't take care of it with the lantern hives. I can't do those.
You were thinking about getting some for your flowers and the plants to pollinate. You were thinking about getting some bees for those.
Germinating some seeds not working, so having to do it again. Yeah. Sometimes there are certain seeds that are harder to germinate than others. So sometimes you might have to soak them ahead of time. Soak them ahead of time. Some of them you have to put them in the fridge for a little bit and then put them outside so that they get that cold to warm thing. So JB, you said you can't get Cherokee purple and green zebras to go. I don't know about green zebras. I think that I have Cherokee purple downstairs germinated. If so, I might germinate some for you. And
let's do another drive-by.
Yeah, and do another drive-by. Yeah, Brett, it is not easy to do the rosemary from seed, but I felt so accomplished whenever I saw those little seeds germinating because I know how hard it is because I tried last year and didn't get anything. And this year I've got 4 seeds that germinated. So I was like, yes. Homestead engraving business and life said we're getting bees. It's exciting and a bit overwhelming. Yeah, my dad keeps bees. So sometimes my boys help my dad with the bees. Especially like if there's a lot of work whenever it comes to like lifting and that kind of stuff, a lot of times they'll help out then. But yeah, it's mostly him.
Then again, I'm doing a lot of things. I'm helping a lot of people.
Let's see. All right, Emma, go unload that freezer. We'll see you soon. All right, let's see. Yeah, some herbs are really hard to get started. In fact, what I generally do with most of my herbs, especially my oregano and things like mint, I will overseed them because it is hard to start them from seeds.
Not that kind of drive-by.
The drive-by has a totally new meaning. Yes,
who cares if it has a totally new meaning? Dang it!
Well, that's what she's saying. It's a good meaning.
Good.
Yeah, because we can just go and drive up and say, "Hey, JB, here you go," and then drive on out. Yes, Christina, my youngest, was doing dishes. He was putting dishes away.
Yeah.
So that's why you heard silverware.
You heard silverware, plates, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Chores.
Hey, Crooked Woods Family Orchard, how are you doing? Thanks so much for stopping in. Drive by without the pew pew. Yeah, exactly. These are the fun drive-bys.
Because fun drive-bys. You don't get pew pew. You get free stuff.
Well, yeah. Well, and we kept our social distancing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get out and give her a hug because I would normally do that. But, social distancing, and she's all masked up and stuff anyways. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So, all right. We'll see you later, bub.
Getting started on homestead.
Yes, bub. He always has to go milk the rabbits.
You can milk rabbits?
All right. It says I cannot get my mint started. I will have to try overplanting for sure. Okay, yeah. So I did get some mint to start this year. It was lemon mint. Last year, what I did was I bought starts from Lowe's last year, and I planted them, and they thrived. But I won't ever have to plant chocolate mint or peppermint ever again. I don't think, because once I keep them in one of my grow bags. So the one good thing is that I don't have to worry about them taking over the yard or anything like that. But because they're very, they're very invasive. They'll take over everything. So I have them in my grow bag. But I'm telling you, I thought that everything was dead. And then once it started to warm up a little bit, I could see little green coming back. And now it looks like there was never any dead parts of the plants at all.
You have a hard time finding lemon mint and chocolate mint?
Okay, it says my peppermint did well this year. What are you doing? I thought either one of those two things. Either one, yes. Yeah, no, nobody's trying to steal my silverware. My boys rotate through chores, and this week my youngest is doing dishes.
The worst of the jobs.
The worst.
Why
nobody likes to do the dishes.
Whoever does.
Well, we used to have a dishwasher that worked. Other than my children. Now they are the dishwashers because the dishwasher is broken. So
we're doing it in 1800s style. Oh wait, no. 1900s.
No, doing
early 1900s.
The way that they did it forever.
Forever style.
If your yard of chocolate mint when you mowed, how could that be bad? Well, that's true. Chocolate mint is amazing. I love chocolate mint. It is really good. I haven't had any of the lemon mint yet, but since it's germinated, I'm really excited to try it.
What's the chocolate mint?
I use the chocolate mint to make tea and stuff. You can also put it in other things, like you could put it in your coffee, or you could put it in whatever beverages.
Well, that also surprised up.
Mm-hmm. All right. I have them inside now, but might have to move them out soon. The spacing recommendation is so far apart, so I'm thinking more seeds and more sun. Okay. So, hey, Smith Family Ranch, how are you doing? Yes. Homestead engraving business and life. When you go to start them, you generally, like I said, have to over sow them whenever it comes to a lot of these herbs. And to be completely honest, the spacing really doesn't matter. So when it comes to herbs, that kind of thing, don't worry about spacing, to be honest, because they'll be just fine.
Ice cream chocolate mint.
You could make chocolate mint extract. That's exactly right. Yes.
That'd be awesome.
And then you could use that in your cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Baking.
Oh, yeah.
You could make chocolate mint cookies. There's so much stuff you can do with mint. Hey, Sean in Alaska. I didn't see you come in. Said, I never had a dishwasher in my house in my entire life. I had 2 daughters. They were the dishwashers. Yes.
Well, she's got 3 sons who are dishwashers.
Tambra said, my lemon balm and cilantro dill reseeded itself this year. I dug them up and planted them in my bed. A win-win. Yes. North Star Prepster said, oh, yes, chocolate mint ice cream. Yes. That would be delicious, right?
So we're not talking about ice cream. Which is all you guys' favorite ice cream?
Okay. I don't really have a favorite personally. What's yours?
Moose Tracks.
Moose Tracks. So Nathan said chocolate mint, chocolate chip ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. Rebecca Nichols said, "My mom got a dishwasher after I moved out." Yeah, I didn't have a dishwasher growing up either. I was the dishwasher. Yep.
I like to try Alaska's opinion, all of them.
Mama Z's Texas Kitchen says, "I want to make extracts." Now, I make my own vanilla. I haven't made any of the mint or anything like that yet, but I have seen, I don't know if you guys watch Mary's Nest, but Mary's Nest has done a phenomenal job in showing how to make those types of things too, along with fermented stuff. She is really good to go and see some of the old nutritional stuff. She's really good. Sean Alaska said, "Huh? All of them?"
Yeah.
Cookies and cream. That's Christina's favorite.
Mayor's Nest. Mayor's Nest?
Mary's
Nest. I've never had Mary's
Sean
Nest.
in Alaska says, "I ferment stuff too." Yeah, I know what kind of stuff you ferment.
Y'all trading winks here?
Yeah. Alcohol. Like probably beer, right, Sean? Like I do the water kefir. I do that. And I've tried some other ferments. See, I make beer. Called you a pup. So my parents and my grandparents always made they always made, what do you call it, sauerkraut. I couldn't think of it there for a minute. And I want to make some, and I just haven't yet because I keep trying to wait for my cabbages to do well, and I haven't had. That is the one thing. Well, I won't say the one thing. That is one of the few things that I have not had very much luck with. My cabbages, most of mine have bolted so far.
Yeah.
So that is the biggest problem is for me is getting my cabbages to make a head and not bolt. The weather just has not been conducive to growing the heads on the cabbages.
My question to Sean is that
yes.
what beer tastes better? Like what kind of plant makes the beer taste better? Hops, barley, etc. That kind of thing. What plant makes the better? Taste better?
Barley or hops?
Barley, hops, etc. There's different plants.
I know. I know. I'm not stupid.
Well, you ain't stupid.
Sorry. J Love Adventure says Rain Country does videos on that too, as well as vinegars, tinctures, etc. Mm-hmm.
I may be only 15, but I can still have the knowledge.
Yes, but you can't make them yourself.
I can't make it myself because I'm only 15.
Exactly. Sean Alaska says it depends on what you like. There are a huge list of ingredients in beer and as many variations. Yes, because like if you go to the microbreweries and stuff like that in different cities, I know that in Washington State they have some microbreweries and stuff like that. So exactly, Cecilia. He's just curious.
Curious.
They're just curious.
I can be curious. Cats can be curious. So if cats can be curious, I can be curious.
Yes, but you know what they say about curiosity and the cat.
What if I ferment root beer, huh? I can ferment root beer.
Actually, if you make your own real root beer, it is fermented a little bit.
I will ferment all the way and it'll become real beer.
Just like if you make ginger ale, if you actually are making ginger ale from a ginger bug and stuff like that, then it is actually fermented. It's just that there's negligible alcohol content to it.
I will ferment all the way, and I will make beer out of it, and it'll just look like I'm drinking A&W.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. I am trying to teach them how to ferment food first.
Ferment grapes and berries. Wine?
Sourdough starter and making. Oh yes, I that is one thing that he does know how to do. He knows how to ferment sourdough because he feeds George.
I feed George.
George is my sourdough starter, and so he feeds George for me sometimes.
I am a nanny.
He's really good at fermenting fermenting the sourdough, so he's good at that. And also, the boys know how to do the water kefir, which is fermented. It's a fermented. It's almost like it's similar to kombucha, except instead of fermented sweet tea, it's just fermented sugar water, and it actually has a lighter taste, and it's a little bit sweeter than kombucha. So it's not as sour, and so they like it. They seem to like it better than kombucha. Yes, exactly. Root beer, ginger ale, ginger beer. They were all fermented. If you get the real stuff, yes. Hey, Rachel, how are you doing?
Wow.
Yes, kombucha is fermented. Yep.
You can actually make soda, and it's a ton of fun. Well, how do you get the cream soda? That's my question.
Jennifer, JB, I will call you. I just had, from having been sick and trying to let everything get calm down, I promise you I will get you your water kefir, and I will get you some of those Lesia or Lesia seeds, whatever those are, those pepper seeds. I will get them to you. If you're still working the rest of this week, I'll get them to you sometime this week. Yes, I am feeling much better. It was like a cold and allergies combined, and I still am having a little bit of issue with the allergies. If I go outside, I'll start to get a runny nose and all that kind of stuff. So that's another reason I'm trying to stay inside as much as possible. But if I go outside, I'm going to be wearing a mask outside because the pollen is just that bad. So, okay. So I will be by sometime this week, and I will Marco you and let you know whenever I'm coming by. All right. Is that a deal, JB? Yes. Sean and Lasky, you can Google soda making supplies and find a place that has all the flavors.
Okay. Then again, there's YouTube for that too.
For our water kefir, we use juice to flavor our water kefir, and then what we do is we put about a third of a cup of juice in a bottle with a tablespoon of sugar for our second ferment. And then it tastes just like soda.
It tastes
really
so good.
Except it's tastes like pineapple soda or
blueberry soda or guava mango soda. Oh.
The ones that the boys like the best so far have been the pineapple, the
blueberry.
He likes the blueberry. He also likes the cherry and pineapple. There's also I have a pineapple coconut juice, and I've used that one, and that tastes almost like pina coladas without the alcohol, and so it's really good.
I will have to keep that in mind, Sean. I will make a video on it. Mom will video me, and I will make a video.
Okay, if he makes it, he has to do a video on it. Okay.
Okay.
And
I have been reminded.
Nathan said the spawn should wear masks outside. Yeah, they really should, especially with as much pollen and stuff as outside. This one right here doesn't do much outside because he is deathly allergic to ants. Yep. So we try to keep him away from ants because if he gets bit within minutes, we have to use EpiPen.
Yeah, within minutes.
Yes, within minutes. All right, JB, I see that. It's a date.
More like 7 minutes.
Legacy Home and Garden said, I'm going to try my hand at some comfrey tea for my garden and have some comfrey salve for my arthritis. I don't even have comfrey, and I need to get some comfrey starts from somebody because I tried the seeds and I couldn't get any of the seeds to germinate. I tried twice to get the seeds to germinate, and I didn't get any germination from them.
I didn't make the cut, but I don't care.
Nathan says so that you don't scare people. That's why you need the masks outside.
He also said that I will never be his favorite, but that's okay because guess what? You got plenty of other spawns. You got spawn 2 and 3.
No, he said blueberry and cherry can never be his favorite because he doesn't like blueberries or cherries. That is why we tease him all the time whenever we're talking about like cheesecake or whatever. We'll say, "Oh yeah, you want some blueberry cheesecake, right?"
Or cherry cheesecake.
Because we're like, that's your favorite, right? Because he hates it. So we tease him about that.
Well, no, I'm sending Nathan for a birthday then. A bag of cherries and a bag of blueberries.
Rachel, we did really good with the storms and everything. It did storm. It was thunder and lightning. We had lots of wind and everything, but it was nothing serious. I do know that there were some people here in Salisbury that were without power for a while, but we weren't affected here. So yeah, but there were a lot of people who had a lot worse off than we did. Thankfully, we didn't have any kind of flooding or anything anymore. So as long as we don't have more flooding, we're good.
Yeah, yes, Kathy, they are isolation topics, I guess. Brewing, alcohol, etc. Blah blah blah.
Well, I mean, that is one way that some people stay sane. Oh, hey, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, how are you?
I can send you more cherries so you can throw it at your wife at Marco more.
Strawberry and blackberry. Blackberry is my favorite.
I'll send you a nice bag of them.
So Nathan said I've thrown cherries at my wife on Marco.
I know.
Don't be throwing cherries at your wife.
I'll send him a bag of more cherries so I can do more.
Johnny's too sweet for you to be throwing stuff at her anyways.
Yeah.
Rachel says that it was good. That glad you're all well. We lost power too, but it was a scary day. I know. I bet it was. I saw where you guys had lost power, and you were at your sister's, right?
Dang.
Oh, we're good. The family's good. Driving me crazy like always.
Oh, please.
Except my husband is home for the week. So, and
2
we'll
weeks.
see no, we don't know when he's supposed to go back.
The 20th.
The 20th, which would be next Monday. But we'll see because they still don't have parts.
Because the factories or the what did you call it? The factories, they're shut down in different places so they can't get parts to make their trucks and everything and all that stuff.
Yeah, Kathy, I think that they consider that essential for mental health care. I guess. I don't know. I know, right? Everybody always, whenever I go to people's lives talking about food and stuff, they always make me hungry, and I never have anything that I want to eat.
Interesting.
So
it's like looking in your fridge and finding a bottle of ketchup and baking soda.
I know, right? It does make me want to bake desserts, and I don't have any, but I do have some vanilla ice cream.
Baked Alaska.
It's the lactose-free. It's the lactose-free ice cream, so I could have a little, but I probably
Alaska.
won't.
Have you guys ever had baked Alaska? I've never had baked Alaska, but I've seen pictures of it and it looks so good.
I've had baked Alaska.
I know you've had baked Alaska, so you told me.
It's good. Yes, I am sure. I know that a lot of people are just now getting into the season of being able to do planting and stuff. And so this is an exciting time of year for a lot of people, for for us, it's busy. We're busy out in the garden trying to get everything ready so that we can transplant starts out there and that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for being here, JB. We'll talk to you later. If not,
See you
if
later,
nowhere else,
Nathan.
I'll see you on Marco.
See you later, Nathan. We'll see you in your live. And of course, you would have.
Oh, today is National Gardening Day. I did not even know that.
Respect to all gardeners. Of course, you would have had some baked Alaska Sean.
One of the things that I would like to say is that Nathan at Sampson Farms, if you are not subscribed to him,
subscribe.
Go check out his channel. I won't tell you to subscribe, even though they might. But go check him out. Go, and if you like his content, subscribe, and do me a huge favor and watch some of his videos. He is so super close to being at that magic number for being monetized. So he is so close. And yes, we can buy seeds in stores right now. We actually I've got to order. I've got to pick up at Lowe's, but it doesn't have seeds in it, but it's got gardening stuff in it. Mm-hmm. So I've got to go do that tomorrow. But anyways, so yes, thank you, Kathy, for posting that link, and Mama Z, thank you for posting those links for me. Yes, that was fun. The chicken cam was fun. But anyways, yeah, we just want to kind of get him over that hump because he's just right there. So if you guys could do that, that would be great. Just leave him in the background running if you guys are busy doing something or whatever, even if you don't want to listen to it, you can mute it and run it.
Yeah, exactly, Rebecca. Just sub to him. Exactly.
But anyway, so I appreciate that, guys, and I really appreciate you guys being here. And we're gonna get off of here because he's gonna be going live soon. Next, I'll go ahead and let you know that next Tuesday will be my 900 subscriber giveaway. I'm at 935 last I saw, so it won't be long till I'll be doing my 1,000 subscriber giveaway as well. So, but next week will be my 900 subscriber giveaway. So,
hello everybody.
there's the one that was doing the dishes.
Yes, sir.
Evan,
and
that's Spawn 3.
Spawn 3. Nathan's not here to say it, but we all know it.
Yes, Nathan is a veteran and definitely should. He's my battle, so he definitely can use your support. Yes, Spawn 3. Oh wow, Christina, that's great. 111. That's really good. I enjoyed seeing you too, Legacy Home and Garden. And I will see you guys on the other lives. And if you guys need anything, you guys can email me or, hit me up on Facebook, whatever. But we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, everybody. Bye. See you later.